don't know how. I don't understand how we spend like
20
7
minutes.
minutes. Like I feel like I saw the camera before.
Yeah, this is I
I
don't
don't
know.
understand. Maybe I was sitting here.
Maybe you need a bigger mirror.
When you were playing that record, what were you thinking?
Maybe we need to do better setup.
Yeah, so,
If people saw how like ghetto this setup is,
it's not ghetto, man. Just get it on sound. Or authentic. You know? I think it's good.
imagine like you know when you did your like when you had your first acting gig and you pulled up and this was like the
You know what, man?
they had like
I mean, this is professional.
they had like an Amazon tripod with mirrors around.
And they'll be like, there's no food, but you do get crackers
Yeah.
at like 2 p.m. So go, sure, you know.
So ready to begin?
Yep, yep.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Bout.
Hi.
Hope everybody's doing good.
Yes.
Hope you guys enjoyed the last episode.
Yes.
If you didn't have a chance yet,
Yeah.
link's gonna be in the description.
Exactly.
Watch this episode first, then watch the other one. Don't quit on this one just yet.
Also, I mean, we're making them a bit shorter, so I guess it's more like digestible to people.
Easier to
Yeah.
edit as well.
Yeah, that too.
Easier
That
to
too.
prepare, and I feel like we were more like
I don't know. It's more of I think knowing that we're keeping like a tight schedule, or a time, or like time wise. Like I think it's I don't know. It's kind of like when you do a task and you know how long it's gonna take you to do it. If you know it's only gonna take you like I don't know like a day, think okay, you know what, I'm gonna do this today, and that's it. And I'm not gonna spend like a whole week on it. So because sometimes we'll record and it's like an hour. We're like, oh man, we did like a whole hour.
then it's gonna take like 3 hours to edit.
Yeah, exactly.
And then like another hour and a half to find like the perfect spots for the clips, for the reels.
Exactly. So
And
we're not getting paid, so let's just be honest. You can put time into this, but like, je sais pas, le limite là, you know. But yeah. So this week,
you want to talk about Love is Blind?
yes, Love is Blind season 6 just came out.
Would you consider yourself like a big fan of Love is Blind?
Absolutely, they can take all my money. I mean,
Because I feel like you watch. I feel like I don't know if it's that or like another love reality
I love
in heavy quotation marks reality TV. That I feel like there's even like seasons in different languages and you watch those too.
Yeah, Love is Blind. Yeah.
Is it like is it subtitled in English or do you like listen in the official language and put subtitles?
I listen to the official language. I listened to the one in Japan. I watched the one in Japan with subtitles, and then there was one in Brazil. I haven't gone through the whole season, and then there was one, the Sweden one that just came out. I did watch. I would say the first half of the show I did put like a dubbing. That's my first time doing that, and I don't know. I think that's because I was working on something else, and I was like, okay, well, I want to watch the show, but I'm not kind of busy. But midway to this season, I was like, I really want to get, because you get the tone and it tells a lot about a person when you hear the actual voice.
Yeah, for sure.
So when I midpoint to the season of Love is Blind Sweden, I put like the subtitles, and then it was just as fun. It was more fun.
I remember when like that was like I would say like 5-6 years ago when I had just gotten my Netflix account, and I remember I was watching this show called Dark, and it was like a German show, and I watched it with like the original audio with the subtitles, and I remember we were watching it, and one of my friends and his roommate pulled up and he's like, why don't you put like the English dub? I was like, I had no idea like Netflix even had that option where you can put like, I didn't know every movie had like a dub.
Not all of them. I feel like it goes a matter of like the most popular shows, because Love is Blind has it, but I think it's just because maybe Netflix know that the Love is Blind sphere is pretty big, and they want basically the people that are fans of the US version to watch all of them. So they take the time to dub that version. You know what I mean? The other versions.
Yeah.
But it really is not. I mean, some shows have the dubbing, but it's really not all of them. Definitely.
I remember I was like episode 7 and I switched it to English. I was like,
It's different, huh?
this is not a lyric.
But to be fair, dubbing is there for a reason. Honestly, it's just like, I don't know. It's kind of like.
Do you like the Québécois Simpsons?
Honestly,
dubbing?
yeah, okay.
Oh my god.
It's actually really good. Or like Le Presse à New York en français. The only version I will ever watch. Ask any Haïtien in Montreal. They will tell you the same thing.
That dude, that Eddie Murphy guy.
Yeah.
Who did his dubbing.
What?
Made a killing.
The scene when in Coming to America, I forgot to see. Like, I don't know the context. So basically, he's talking to the guy with the perm, weave hair, whatever. In details, I forgot. It's been a long time. And the guy's like, "Oh, what do you guys do in like in your country? Chase the monkey." But in French, he says like, "Vous avez fait la chasse au macaque." it just hits different, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's funny. Yeah, it's funny. It's funnier. So yeah, but Love Is Blind for sure. Funny enough, you know, 4 years ago when we met, I was watching season 1 of Love Is Blind because it had just aired around like February or something, so in 2020. So basically, it's part of our story, you know. If you think about it,
it's part of our life.
it is.
I watched I mean, you say that, and I watched my first episode
yesterday. Yeah.
Season 6.
What did you feel? Just because you didn't get too far, you know. So what do you feel overall?
I mean, you know, I'm not the demographic for it. So for sure, like, you know, I watched it with you, but like, you know, I open my TikTok once in a while.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not for sure. It's not my cup of tea, but I can understand when people like watch this type of stuff. Like it's same thing as like if you go on YouTube and you watch like drama channels. I feel like it's the same type of thing. Understand why people are intrigued by it. But in general, I just feel like if you go on that type of show, either I mean, I feel like all of them, they just want to become some sort of like influencers.
Of course.
And then the people who say they're for like for real love, you're like, bro, that's mad desperate. You feel me?
No, but you know what? Honestly, if you think, I was just watching. I was listening to this podcast. I forgot what it was. Oh, it's called In Case You Missed It. So there's like 2 episodes a week. And you kind of just go through social media and the stories that come out throughout the week. And we're talking about this week's topic. I mean, last week because it was Valentine's Day week. They were talking about how dating apps are today and how, like, you know, we're navigating through it, you know, as like millennials and everything. And, you know, it may seem desperate to be like, oh, you go on TV to try to find true love. But like, think about it. We've met on a dating app. It actually is, I'm willing to bet there's a small percentage of couples that meet on dating apps that last past a year, you know. I don't know the studies, but like, you hear people every day saying that they go on, like, you know, on dates on apps and then it doesn't work out, right? I feel like it's very slim chances, right? It's very random, and the odds that are like for us to like meet and actually stay together are pretty small.
But I feel like people in general, when they go on dating apps, I feel like 80% is just the fuck.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like we're the two like odd people, the outliers. Are like the 10% that really wanted to like.
No, but
get in a relationship.
Yeah,
most was just like
mostly, but at the same time too, I didn't get on the apps being like, I'm gonna find my husband. I was just like, I'll see how it goes, right? So I think, can you imagine like being in the apps for like 4 years, nothing ever goes past 2-3 dates with someone that you enjoy? At this point, I would be like, maybe going in this random show will work out for me, because there are some successful couples, right? So it may seem desperate, but like,
Chica. The cat is freaking out in the other room.
But if you know what I mean, like after a while, you know, you try and say, well, relationship after relationship, for sure, it might be a reflection of the person itself.
You think you're gonna find true love on a show like that?
There's literally a couple.
Or like Occupation Double.
Occupation Double, no, like, we all know that.
No, but it's very.
But
similar.
We have some couples in Love Is Blind. I think the appeal for Love Is Blind at the season 1, the one couple, it was Lauren and Cameron. They get married, and honestly, there's never been a couple since season 1. I mean, maybe 2.
Okay, so we're talking about 2 couples. There's what, like
that
10?
Lived up
there's
to
like
that.
There's like 10 men, 10 females.
15, yeah.
Times 60. So we're talking about 120 people. We got 2 out of 120.
And we have Brazilian season.
That's lower than 2%.
But you know, again, the same chances.
99%.
But mind you, the same chances of us actually staying together, same percentage. You know, but you know, if you can shoot your shot and get clout.
Yeah,
if I can get sponsorships and try to find someone, I mean, worst case, I get a sponsorship.
I mean, I would go for those type of shows just for like the experience.
No, for sure. I mean,
I'm saying like Occupation Double. Ils s'en vont dans un endroit fucking nice. Pull up, yo, je vais aller me poser, man. Do 2-3 weeks and then be like, yo, by the way, guys, I'm ready to go home. I actually have a girlfriend.
Victor, je te donne pas la rose cette semaine. Okay, can I stay around?
Guys, can you vote me out? I'm ready to leave.
And then the crew gives you a ticket back home. You know what? I'm going to buy my own ticket back home. I'm just going to chill around here for a minute. And then tu dois chiller en République Dominicaine. Because that's man.
Ain't that bad.
I mean, you know.
Eating good, free drinks.
I mean, okay, to be fair, Love Is Blind has a couple lawsuits going on against it.
As I leave, yo guys, on my like exit interview.
Yeah.
You know, when they have like the exit
Yeah.
interview, you guys go check out my YouTube channel. Some Bout.
But that's the
Listen to
thing,
my
right?
music.
Because when it comes to reality TV, because we all, I think in our books, in your own perspective, you may see yourself as like a good person, right? You have like good intentions, you whatever, right? But you can never predict how you will be edited in the shows. I think I've heard a thing about how in The Bachelor, it's in the contract that they are allowed to portray you in whatever way the directors decide to portray you, right?
Yeah,
Taken
but
to you out of context. For sure, people say things.
if you
but
say
like,
some wild shit, you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing
Unless they're
too.
like
Yeah.
using AI to like
Yeah.
say some racist stuff.
but at the same time, too,
I never said the N word. What the fuck?
But what? But when you see on TV the confessionals, and people always, they always have the same outfit, right? So it kind of gives you the idea, like, oh, this was all recorded in one day. But the confessionals can be recorded throughout the weeks, but they purposely put the person in the same outfit every time, just so they can have cuts and then form sentences out of random shots and random things that was said days ago, So I feel like, is the clout worth the risk of me being portrayed in a way I'm not really happy with? I don't know. I feel like it's a big chance to take, especially these days. You might be the bad guy, and then everyone hates you on social media. People get pretty intense,
But even if they hate on you,
Yeah.
like it's good. It's good publicity.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I feel
Unless
yeah.
they AI you saying some racial slurs.
No, especially in racial slurs. Are you okay, man? It's back to stream, man.
I'm just saying,
But you get what I mean, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I for sure, like, I have a backbone, but like, do I have a backbone to have the whole internet call me like ugly and like call me like to kill myself?
Like the girl that says she looks like Megan
She's
Fox.
actually like,
She doesn't look like
No.
Megan
Okay.
Fox. Like,
Honestly,
what are we talking about?
she's honestly, I found her to be
What's
pretty.
her name? Heather?
Lindsay. I forget.
Chelsea.
Chelsea. The only thing, and I was talking to it with my coworker today. We basically, again, she just set herself up so badly because it's like, she's beautiful, but we all know what Megan Fox looks like, and it's like, why would I? It's like me saying like, oh, people say I look like Zendaya.
Is this like
I
a
look like Zendaya.
fully heavy, like everybody knows the concept of the show?
Love is Blind?
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
okay,
the
I can
public.
explain it. Love is Blind. I guess there's about 15 men, 15 women date through a wall, is basically, and the only
They're like in a cubicle.
yeah, basically like a pod, they call it.
Doing like imagine you're at work, you're doing a Zoom meeting one by one
Yeah.
with your boss, but like
Through a wall.
you don't
You never
turn
see
on the
boss.
camera. You just
Exactly,
you're
exactly.
just talking.
And then basically, you never get to see the person. It's very discouraged for sure to like describe it yourself. You're gonna be like, I'm one white with blue eyes, and stuff like
Unless
that.
you say you look like Megan Fox.
I mean, which is again the worst thing you
Cap.
can do. And then the only time you actually get to see the person across the wall is if you propose. That's basically. And then after, so from the day the pods open, I believe it's 10 days in the pods. From the first day until the end of the experience, which is the wedding, is 4 weeks. So 10 days in the pods. I believe it's like 1 week maybe the honeymoon, and then the rest 2.5 weeks. I'm not doing good math, but like until the actual
Whatever.
wedding,
Yeah.
So
basically, these two people, they like they go on like speed dating, from what I
yeah,
understand. They change.
at first they go through everyone, and after you kind of have your favorites,
Mhm.
and then you can have dates that go on for like 8 hours.
Has
I
it
don't
ever
know.
happened that like after
Yeah.
like 2 days, there's like one dude and everybody's like, fuck this guy, and they're like,
Yeah,
Jonathan. I mean,
to be
technically it's
fair-
not over, but nobody
fair,
booked a session with you. So.
But to be fair, like first episode you see all 30 people, and by episode 2 you only see like 6 people. So the people that really, I guess post production, they're able to tell like who long term had a storyline. There's some people you'll never see again. Like you'll see the pictures like in the background, and then that's it.
Yeah. So-
And there are 2 lawsuits going on against Love Is Blind currently, which is a whole other story.
Okay.
You know.
About what?
Last season, how did I start?
Just
Basically,
key term.
basically
Fighting,
no, actually,
assault.
not necessarily. I mean,
Groping?
when the first thing, it would be that the people in Love Is Blind, they would get paid to be on there, right? So it would be like $7 an hour, which is like, considering the state they're in, like under minimum wage. And mind you, a lot of these people are like lawyers working really big jobs. They wouldn't get any food. Some of them would be like highly encouraged to drink. I feel like that they say like allegedly, And I don't know if you're watching, you could see scenes of them eating sushi and then playing games. Before last season, you never saw food. So I don't know if it's Netflix being like, hey, there's food, they're eating, and then they're playing basketball,
And you're like there's like a YouTube channel. I've caught all the scenes of them eating.
Yeah.
It's always the same sushi. They've ate once in 2 weeks. You see gradually as the day progresses, motherfuckers get super skinny.
When one person doesn't eat it, they give it to another
One
person.
dude is like passed out.
But yeah, so I remember you asking me yesterday if people were because there was a person laying on the ground, and you were like, oh, what would they lay like on the ground? And then what I told you was that some dates, people will have dates until late at night. So they'll be there for 6 hours on a date, and I want them to just pass out because they're so exhausted.
Bro,
it's a
I
really
couldn't
weird
do
thing.
this. I couldn't do this.
I mean,
I just know me as a person. I don't talk a lot. Just you
Yeah.
telling me I'm gonna spend like 8 hours talking to a person. I don't even seem. You know what's crazy?
Yes.
What really caught my eyes? Like they're all like dressed up, like suits.
yeah.
Like
They don't even
nice
see you.
heels, fucking dress. Bro, much I pull up a fucking like with my fucking Crocs.
Imagine
Yo.
going full out on a Zoom meeting and your camera's off at work. I feel like it's basically the energy. And
This
I'm
is
like,
literally my work attire.
but you know what? I feel like deep down I would like to do that, but I'm also on TV, so I'm like, I don't look good on TV. I guess
give a
so.
fuck. Yeah, I'm already here.
Too late. You don't see how I look like.
Anyways,
Yeah.
to come back. So
Yes.
this one girl, Chelsea, she's talking to this one dude,
And then
Jason.
she kind of Timmy.
Jimmy.
What?
South Park.
Okay.
You know the dude?
I know.
The guy in the wheelchair. It's
Like,
not-
it's gonna no, I know.
This is.
No,
Am I
it's
being
gonna-
canceled for this?
No, what?
They said it.
No,
I'm repeating what they said.
it was so no, because I didn't understand when you. So at first I thought you were replicating the dog. Like,
Jimmy is the comedian.
yeah, he was like, come here. Yeah.
Yeah, Timmy is the
Timmy.
one.
Yeah, Timmy and Jimmy. The other Jimmy and Timmy I know are Jimmy Neutron and Timmy Turner.
Timmy and Jimmy. The
Timmy and
greatest,
Jimmy.
the greatest beef. in
Actually, the
South Park.
second, yeah, that was a good. When they had that fight, that was fun. That's a really good episode. What were we talking about again?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Chelsea was talking to Jimmy,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, I guess she was like, and you know what's crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Just like she brought it up.
Yeah,
She's
she
like,
literally
she's
says,
like, you know
yeah.
what's crazy? Like every time I'm on a plane, at least one person tells me I look like Megan Fox.
She didn't say it like that. She was more like, as anyone
Bro,
ever
if-
told you,
if-
you look like a celebrity. Every time I'm on a plane, that's what she said. What she said.
Okay, I don't remember, but
No,
I
she
know,
asked
I
him.
know
Yeah.
it was
Yeah, but it was funny how like he didn't ask her.
unless
He was
it
yeah.
was edited that way, and he asked the question.
Honestly, it seems that they were
Conspiracy theory.
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell if it's a hard cut or not.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, but what's also messed up? She mentioned Megan Fox and all, and the whole show, the point is not to describe your physical self. So I'm like, not only are you
But then
describing
again, when you
yourself,
think about it, she didn't really describe herself
she
because she
said-
doesn't look like Megan Fox.
but she did say that blue hair, blue eyes. I don't know, but you know what I mean, right? I feel like, and I think as I'm watching the show, so I went on and watched episode 6, and you see that this person has, I think she explained like she had like her history of getting cheated on. So for sure, honestly, you would build up a lot of, you will become a bit self-conscious, out of it, really getting really bad experiences, right?
Yeah.
And that's a thing that you kind of feel that kind of comes back, and I feel like I feel that she maybe said that just to kind of get like a leg up on the other person that he was seeing. And again, he doesn't see anyone, and this guy clearly looks matters for him, obviously. So
I mean,
you never know.
Who doesn't?
But that's the thing, right?
Like-
I feel like
People that say, "Oh,
Looks don't matter?
Looks don't matter." Is like, yeah, right. Yeah, right.
and the thing is like you're allowed
Sure.
to
So you're telling
you're
me
allowed-
this person
yes.
looks like this person,
No, people were saying 2007 Megan Fox.
bro?
No, this is 2024. That doesn't count.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy?
Yeah, what?
Like we're talking about Megan Fox. Like you're giving me a year. Like she's like a car model.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about the
In
the 2024. I'm not talking about the
Transformers
2024 Megan Fox. Anyways, we can post a picture and you guys can put in the comments. Do
Yo,
you agree?
I think the whole internet has done those comparisons on. It's crazy. I write Love is Blind. Like every single video on TikTok is like,
Well, I mean,
People
I
like that
searched
commercials.
Megan Fox in the first articles. Love is Blind star Chelsea.
yeah.
I won't say her last name, but I mean, roasted for saying Megan Fox is her celebrity lookalike.
But you know who she looks like? I genuinely feel like she looks more like Adele. To Adele. Genuinely, I feel like she.
Yeah, she has Adele's forehead. I'll give you that.
Adele's forehead. I mean, let me see. Yeah, she does have it. Yeah, Adele. I genuinely feel like she looks more like Adele because she has the same like fierce look in her eyes. Like the way her eyebrows are, the shape of her eyes. I feel like it's Adele, honestly. No, why are you writing? Negan.
Bro, it's tough when you're not looking at the keyboard and you're typing.
Embarrassing.
Did you stop?
Everyone else, bro.
But you saw like people are freaking out like.
What?
That she's looking like.
Who, Adele?
No, Megan Fox, like extra like.
But she's married to MGK. I mean, he's for sure always had like a more different style. So I guess I don't know, man.
I don't like this new model of Megan Fox. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think she looks cool, anyways. To be honest.
No, for sure.
Yeah, she looks cool. She looks cool. Pretty. When you're really pretty, you can get away with anything, low key. When you see those really random dresses on the red carpet, they think but she's a really pretty model. So it's like it low-key works when you're. Is that pretty privilege? It really works, even if it's like the ugliest thing.
No, I think it's money. It's definitely money.
It's okay. So you're
Have
rich.
you ever watched like YouTubers when they start and you're like, they're and then they start getting like views, millions of views, getting money. They're like, they're actually like really pretty, or like even actors or stuff like that.
Is it the money? Actually, you're right. You're right.
You see like the before, like when they were young and when they grew up. You're like, damn, you look raggedy as fuck.
But I'm rich now, so
exactly.
But yeah, I feel like
she was saying she was looking like Megan Fox, and then obviously like that was before they met, and you saw the dude like he was like,
but he was so
Megan Fox, and
you saw how happy he was. I was like,
it was hilarious to me.
Yeah,
these motherfuckers walking around with a notepad. Like, what are you scribbling?
Your
Megan
notes?
Fox.
Okay, mind you. Okay,
get the fuck out of here.
But the thing is that when she just said blue eyes, black hair, he was like, I was like, dude,
like, tell me who you look like.
Yeah, and
he's like writing this fucking paragraph.
But to be fair, there's another. I mean, we had this history in the show of people asking to, really caring for looks. Again, if you were to watch all the seasons, you would so much to explain. But there's even like another character in this season where he says like, I'm not putting a ring on you if I'm not sure about your looks. And the girl was really like thrown back. She's like, the fuck, bro.
That makes sense, bro.
But like, your love is blind. Like,
makes sense. I don't give.
You know
I
what I mean?
Care,
like,
bro.
You know what I mean?
This dude got catfished.
Who? He didn't get catfished.
This dude got catfished back in his day. He got.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? He went on a dating app, and he saw a profile. It was just pictures from the top, like from the shoulders and up. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, "Damn, she looks really pretty."
Yeah, and then I think
conversation was great. And then you pull up to the date, and you're like,
I mean, so I was like, was that catfish by you in your profile? Let me see.
Hell no. You said I look good.
Honestly, okay. I think I saw your pictures, and I was like, I feel like he looks about 15% better in person, just because I feel like men don't know their angles.
But I think it's a problem if you see a profile and men take like amazing pictures. It's like a red flag.
Or photographers, or they have, or they're like social media stars.
Didn't you tell me you went on like a date with a photographer and he was like super?
He was chill, but like
egocentric.
I don't know.
Like
I
he
think
was way too deep into his photography.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be like, I do photography. It's like, and I was like, bitch, I'm like an art major. Like, I don't understand. What are you trying to tell me?
I can draw SpongeBob really. Cool.
Like, yeah, I can draw SpongeBob. So I was like, wrong crowd. Maybe go talk to like the kids in finance. Like, maybe they'll be more impressed with your camera than I am. Yeah. I've never had a bad date. It was just like, okay, let me. And to be fair, you're the first person I went on a second date with, because I would just be like,
look at you now. 4 years later.
I mean,
20-some podcast episodes in.
6 months hiatus. Exactly. We're back. Exactly. But because one thing I saw on TikTok was that people would test their partners. There's always weird tests on TikTok, right? Like, have you heard about the orange?
No.
So basically, if I were to just ask you, I would to peel an orange for me.
Okay, I saw that.
Yeah, the reaction you would get would be like, does the partner care enough for you to like, if he can even do that, can he do something bigger for you? I don't know, but it's like, I think for me the weird thing is that people I don't know. It's interesting seeing people complain about their partners online, and I'm like, can you guys talk about it? But but at the same time too, it's like it's annoying. It's a bit frustrating because people will complain about their partners. And the comments, everybody is like, yo, okay, well, I'll leave him. Because, mind you, we don't have the context. If you tell me he did this, I see your point of view. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll leave him. And they're like, you guys are so quick to judge. He's a wonderful man. I said, why are you here? people do this all the time, and I was like, I don't understand when they do that. And I was like, do you want to be together or not? But again, to each their own. But like I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be comfortable posting about like our issues. If you have,
we don't have any issues.
I don't know. The biggest issue is like you take the dog out. I'm like, I don't know, man. Wait,
she's good. She's just. Evie, are you dead?
Okay.
This is
Yeah, she got scared. She come.
She's good. She's good. She was having a good nap. You know, because no.
Yeah.
Because we just had a moment. You know, I had to reprimand the dog and put her like in her spot because she was like being a demon. You know when you get your ass whooped.
We can put a picture of demon. What we mean by that.
You know when you get your ass whooped is like as a child by your parents, and then like that nap after was like just slapped. That's what was going on. She was like,
did you ever have that? That your dad hit you so hard? Think of, that was a good.
My parents never beat me.
Honestly,
no damn.
Yeah, I got the emotionally, you know. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, exactly. So like people complaining about their partners online and then defending them after, and then by this point I'm like, sometimes I think about like how like
why if it's so this?
Yeah, why do you post this? But also if it's so clearly obvious to you and to us that this person kind of low-key sucks, why do people feel the need to like? I think it might be more like a deeply rooted like answer for sure. Maybe like people stay in relationships they know don't work because they're scared of you.
Some people, I mean, being somebody that survived a toxic relationship, I feel like some people just want to like let them play. they just want to like, they know the answer. They just need to hear it like a couple more times from different people until they're like fully like, okay.
Yeah,
fully realize. And some people just want to do it for cloud. Obviously, I'm for sure if you go TikTok, search orange test, like these videos are doing amazingly well.
Yeah, so, I mean, have you ever?
Some people do it for cloud too.
Have you ever had people kind of? So like in your past relationships, I have no prior experience. I was just watch TV all day. Have you ever had people kind of tell you from their point of view, like, oh, I don't think this is working out too much, or like I don't know, or kind of like tell you like, oh, you guys happy, like maybe you guys need like a change, like have you ever had people like tell you up front?
I remember like, I'm not gonna name the person, but like before dating this specific person, a relative of that person told me that person is crazy.
So that was
in hindsight, whatever time passed by, I should have listened to that. Should listen to that response.
Did they say it then jokingly, like they kind of like, or were you kind of laughing and be like, huh, that's interesting?
Well, I felt like it was a joke.
Yeah.
And then
hindsight, you're like, huh.
A few moments later,
2 days later.
You were right. You're right. You're actually right.
But did you ever feel? Because okay, let's say we were to break up today, right?
Yeah.
Do you think you would just be able to bounce back? 6 months you're dating someone new, like how, I don't know, how do you think that would set you back, or do you think you'll be like, nah, Wendy's not part of my life anymore, I can feel like I can flourish, like I don't know, how would you?
I mean, I don't know, I guess it would be always different, but for sure like a couple of months, like I wouldn't search for any like nothing serious, and also it depends like how it ended.
That too.
Like if you cheated on me, for sure it's gonna take longer.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, because you might be like, you know, fuck this person, I'm going to whatever. But at the same time, it might be like emotionally, like it really fucked you up, right? To get cheated on.
For sure, like I don't know, like let's say it depends the relationship, but let's say my longest relationship that I had, the more serious one, which ended horribly. It took me like a solid year to be finally over it. I've dated other people afterwards, and in hindsight, I shouldn't have, because I wasn't prepared to be in a relationship. I thought I was ready, but then you would get in relationships and like certain patterns, or you would see certain patterns of like your past relationship, and you would be like kind of like, oh, that's what's gonna happen now, and kind of it would be like kind of fucked up for the other person, because them maybe now would have been like what they were intending to do, but I would just view it. I would just be like full defensive, so I wasn't like ready to be in a relationship. Yeah, but it depends, you know.
Do you? Because I always wondered how. Because I feel like when we made it official, I mean, honestly, it wasn't even a timeline. It was more like we started hanging out, and then like throughout like November of that year, I was like, oh shit, we're dating, right? And you're like, yeah. You know. And then I think Yeah, so I think it kind of just became like natural, but like, or okay, well, I guess we're hanging out for a while, might as well, I guess, you know. But how did you go about making it official? Because I think that's the thing. Because sometimes I see couples, and I was like, you guys just dated like a week, and you guys are like dating officially, like. So maybe it's just me that if it feels too quick, or like, is that how you would usually proceed?
What do you mean?
Like, how long did it take you to make
I
things
don't know,
official?
couple of months.
Because so it's kind of the same way that we became official in a
Yeah.
sense.
Then you just somebody at some point asks like, "Are we official?"
You're like,
So are we boyfriend and girlfriend?
you're like, I guess.
Or are we dating?
You know, I was like, I know for sure. I think I told you, like, we started after seeing you again in the summer. I was like, I was still filling you out because I was like, I haven't seen this man in months. He might be a crazy psycho. I don't know, you know. So I was still like,
No, you knew I wasn't a crazy.
I wasn't,
psycho.
but
Stop
again, I
it.
still didn't know you like that. So I was
Stop
like,
it.
I don't know this man. Maybe just not
Girl,
get
like-
kidnapped.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, just give me 1 sec.
Nani?
Nah, I just gotta pop up for like one of the computers. Like, important update. Restart now. I was like, nope.
But
Evie,
yeah,
Evie,
Okay,
you're ruining this professional show
Yeah.
right now. We're acting like
If
a
you-
crackhead.
no. What?
Okay.
À ta place. À ta place.
Down. Rest.
She's a good dog, by the way. They're not her bone or something. Give her a snack. Give her a snack.
You don't reward negative behavior.
But I mean, I don't know. But food would calm me down. Mais c'est ça, là, you know.
Down. Evie, c'est quoi j'ai dit?
If you stay. Doucement, là. Oh.
So
I
what
was
were we
saying.
talking about?
Um,
Yeah, I'm not crazy. How about you? Like an amazing date.
I
Greatest pizzeria place you ever been
it was
to.
alright.
You pulled up. There was a huge line. As
It was
soon as you
aight.
pulled up, gave us a table.
Yo,
Like that.
I
Best
lit-
pizza you ate. Like that. You even took my coffee and I said nothing.
Oh, sure, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You know.
And it was a great coffee, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I ordered the black coffee. It's just like with a bit of sugar, nothing crazy. And then you get like a cappuccino. And then when my coffee came, I was like, damn, it's so decked out. Okay, I didn't know black coffee could be this decked out. And then I was drinking yours the whole time.
Woman orders a black coffee and there's
Cream,
her,
design.
her coffee was clearly not black.
But I didn't even process it. I mean, did you notice I was drinking this coffee? Wait a minute.
No, because I had ordered like,
Like a cappuccino or something.
dude, like there's like so many different
Mhm.
cappuccino,
Yeah,
other
yeah.
chino, the other chupuccino.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know. I
Yeah.
could have ordered a cappuccino. He would have brought me a regular coffee. It's like, oh, this
I
cappuccino
would,
is
not
amazing.
have, I would not even notice.
This
honest.
shit is
But mind
amazing.
you, I did not even notice. I just was
So,
drinking
no,
your
it,
coffee.
it didn't register. But then at some point I was like, I feel like
bland.
mine shouldn't be like a small cup like this. I
I
was
think
like,
I'm
it's
nanny.
first date. I ain't gonna say nothing.
And I was like, no, actually,
That
I
was
think
your second strike.
what was the first strike? I
You're
didn't do
asking me
anything.
my GPA. You don't ask people's
Bro, I don't
GPA
know,
on
I
the
don't
first
know,
date.
bro. I don't even remember
Fucking
mine, bro.
weirdo.
Did I even tell you mine? I don't even think I knew mine.
Bro, the moment you told me you went into the art, bro, come on.
Where, man?
Your GPA don't
Highest
mean
GPA
shit.
in the whole art department. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen people in your class that got 80s,
Yeah.
and let me tell you,
I will say,
it's very subjective.
when it comes to grades, it's like we're not graded on like our testing is different, you know, from the type of testing you will go through.
No
you
shit.
know?
No
So
kidding.
that's the thing. So honestly,
No kidding.
you know,
No.
if I got an A for an assignment, I would be like, I got an A, but like, I don't know. I feel like if you're in art school, you get it, and if you're not in school, well, ask
Exact-
other people, not
Exact, yeah, for sure.
me. But I don't know. But we got along pretty well, to be honest. And I was like, yeah, okay.
I saw
yeah,
you get up and
okay.
walk away. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I was like,
I was like, I'll allow it.
Nah.
I'll allow these transgressions.
Yeah. What? 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 Yeah,
Yeah,
but
all the men understand what I'm talking about.
okay. But the summer was kind of when we first met up again.
Mm-hmm.
I think I knew for sure that I liked you.
It was kind of love. When you think about it, it
Yeah.
was Love Is Blind. If you remove the first 2 dates, then
Yeah.
you called me and you asked me the 700 fucking
I
questions.
asked you like 29
You're math
questions.
stupid. Now that I think about it, you're mad.
Why?
I got 17 questions to ask you.
They go, what about you?
Picking up.
I was not expecting to answer this. Yeah, the guy was so like, you're asking me a question? It's like,
My man walked out.
And he
Respect
said,
for him.
you know, I honestly feel that was like an edited. It was
sure.
Yeah, because I'm like, I saw he was defending it online. So, you know, I believe that was just edited by like the producers because it looks fake in a sense.
Did he end up going out with the black girl?
So far, AD. So far, we're still in the honeymoon. So like, because one thing they do Love is Blind after the honeymoon, when the first couples that are engaged to each other,
You get
sometimes
to see other people.
yeah, they'll do like a big like barbecue and everyone.
She went to go see Oakley.
Okay, yeah, but she's with Oakley, AD all day. Oakley. Yeah, so we'll see. People
Oakley hit her with the aha. She was like, "Damn, this guy hot in here."
Yeah, and I mean Oakley, I don't know. I'm interested in like no one on the show. No one will be my type. And the thing
you said Oakley yesterday.
Huh? Ew, no, I didn't say Clay. Yeah, I mean, he has a cool swag. No.
I feel like that's what you said.
No, I like Trevor, but even Trevor's not my type. I was like, Trevor's chill.
Who's Trevor?
Trevor's the guy with the mohawk that like the girl that like the Megan Fox. Long story. He didn't watch the show. Okay. It's fine. But, you know, but yeah, but I think one thing with the woman AD, because you get into that part, but overall, there's a part where it's interesting because she talks about her life where like, I think her father passed away, and then how she's been in different relationships throughout the years. And at one point, because you saw Clay, right? You didn't see the whole show. What impression did you get from him? Did you feel that he seems very serious about getting married, or that he's just there?
Any man that has a signature,
he's there to have fun. He ain't serious, right?
He's here not for a long time.
Right?
He's for a short time. He's not for a long time. He's for a good time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Fun time.
Exactly.
You know. And then at one point, the girl AD are together, and she says something how like, she says, "Oh, I'm like a fix-a-hole. Like I can fix people." And then already there, I was like, "Oh, you know what?" She gives me vibes of like, because at one point there's another scene.
Broken men.
Yeah, because there's a scene at the towards episode 6 when she's talking and she says how she doesn't feel like she's deserving of love, and I was like, dude, you have so much to unpack, and you're on this show. Like this show is gonna make everything worse. I feel, honestly.
But I mean, you know that this show is scripted, right?
Scripted? It's not scripted.
You know they're not gonna bring like normal people.
I mean, of course they have to be like, ooh, they look unhinged enough that we cannot get a lawsuit. That's unhinged enough. Except for last season when they messed up, because one guy was really unhinged.
One of my things, that I'm thinking about, all those people over there. What do you think the median average body count of every contestant on that show?
Body count of what? Yeah. What?
You don't know what body count?
I know,
is?
but like,
for sure, it's like at least
what
30
each person.
Yeah,
I mean,
minimum. I'm sure Clay got. Clay pulling up numbers. You know what I'm saying?
You know, Clay is like.
You know, Matthew, not so much.
Matthew is.
But I'm sure the women, minimum 15.
I mean, the women are all pretty, to be honest. Honestly, all the women are mostly out of the men's leagues, to be honest.
Not answering the question.
To be honest. But I mean, I don't know. To be fair, I've never followed people's body count, so you're kind of fucking weird right now. What's your body count? Ça, je pensais, bro.
I have to think about
Ça, je pensais quoi?
I have to think. Bro, you dated like 2 people.
Bro, I dated 2.5.
Exactly. You know what I mean? I've been in the league a long
haters
time.
Gonna hate.
Sometimes you don't remember all your home runs. You know what I mean?
You
don't remember every goal.
If I did not give you a chance, I would have had way more.
And you would have fucked up.
Yo, so I'll take you know what?
Up.
My life is so much better right now. Cause like I'm in
yeah,
Berlin.
You would have been in a relationship.
I would have been moving. I would have
getting cheated on.
How do you know?
That's what men do.
Maybe you've gotten cheated on.
That's what men do.
Maybe you gotten cheated on.
I've been cheated on.
Yeah, sure.
It's not that bad. It hurts. You cry a little bit in the beginning.
That's the PTSD from it.
Then it makes you a better person.
Okay, how much do you think it would fuck you up if you found out I cheated on you? Do you think that would like give you PTSD for life? Like,
also the thing is, it depends.
Yeah.
The other person.
Yeah.
Let's see. I see who you cheated with. It's like, not all that. I'll be hurt, but I'll be like, damn, she fucked up.
So if it's someone you knew, that would be worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
And depends how I find out.
Imagine it's at your apartment.
I feel like that would be the worst thing.
Yo.
Nothing worse than like pulling up to your spot like.
What? Nah.
I must be freaking out. What the hell? What? You open the door, and it's louder now because you open the door. Right? There's no more that barrier that breaks the sound. You're like, wait a minute. and like in my fucking bed.
Wow.
And
I mean,
as you
that's
take
pretty fucked up.
as you take step closer and closer, it just gets louder and louder, and you recognize the key
Damn.
noises, you know,
That'd
the key
be-
elements, and you're like, wow.
Yo, if I found out you cheating on me, what would I do? I think in a sense I
I
would
would
be
have to
so
fight.
No,
I
I think in a sense I would be so quiet about it that it would
have
eat
to
you
fight. I'd
inside.
be like, yo,
you know
I'll
what I
open
mean?
the door. Be like, first of all, put some pants on. We gotta fight.
Fight who?
Get soft. And now we're gonna
What?
fight. Because you can't fight. You can't fight another dude while he's hard. I'm saying
I
that's
know. I
gay.
never tried.
I'm just
I've
saying
never
that's
known.
gay.
Are you okay, man? Are you okay?
I'm just saying. Because I gotta fight. I gotta fuck you up. But you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm gonna give you like 2-3 minutes.
Or you can just kick the person out of your apartment. I mean,
Nah, we gotta fight.
otherwise I have the
We
keys.
gotta, I gotta
made the-
fuck you up.
How would you feel if I made a copy of the key you
I would
gave
like
me?
you guys inside.
Yo.
Y'all fucked up.
So it would piss you off if I made an extra key of the key you gave me, and I gave it to someone else, and they snuck it in when you were at work.
Bro, if you just bring other people in my apartment without me knowing, I'd be like,
To be fair,
Dallas,
you suck
you're
because
not on the rent. You're not paying rent.
I mean I pay with my
And you think
company.
you're gonna bring people over?
I know,
You thought.
bro. Also, to be fair, you work from home, so it'll be really hard to have someone. You're here all the time.
Yeah.
You
One of
know?
the advantages
Yeah.
of working from home.
Yeah, you're here all the time.
Yeah.
You save gas.
You can't get cheated on
Fair.
in your own apartment.
But you know what? You don't even know what I do the rest of the week. You know.
I trust you.
I mean, sure.
Exactly.
To be fair, you never gave me a reason not to trust you. So, you know,
Exactly.
I mean,
Put some
4
respect
years.
on my name.
4 years strong.
Usually do with the right hand. Now you curse
I
this
don't know,
relationship.
Then I cursed it when we cheers and I was looking at like the wall because you're supposed to look me in
Yeah,
the
that's
eyes.
7 years of bad sex. Or so they say.
I mean, it's been bad. Like, what? Let's end this episode.
You're gonna embarrass me like this, bro?
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, I trust you. I'm complimenting you.
I'm gonna call
You're gonna
Oakley.
disrespect me like
I'm gonna
this.
call Oakley and be
Yeah,
like,
of
Clay.
course you would.
Oakley. Where's Clay?
Why do we feel that knew it?
What?
I need to stay in relationships that do not serve us.
No, I was, you know.
Why do you think that?
I-
What do you think?
There's a quote from a movie I really enjoy called "The Perks of Being a Wallflower," and basically the quote says, "We accept the love we think we deserve." So when people they stay in like really messed up, you know, for sure there's like levels, you know, how messed up, you know, for sure. But like people may not feel maybe that they can leave because they're like, oh, what if I never find anyone else and I'm alone forever, or kind of like everything else I've had has been bad, but this is not the worst, so might as well, you know. So I think that might be one of the main reasons, which is kind of sad too, because I feel like, you know, I think that everyone deserves love and deserves respect, but it's sad when you're at the point where you're like, you know, I'm not gonna get it. You know?
Everybody deserves like good love.
You know, yeah, you know.
This is for all men out there and even women and the other genders. If your other partner is like, you know, you're always fighting and your other partner is like, you know, love is just, it's a fight. You guys gotta fight for love. No.
Yeah, love
Walk
is a
away.
battle. So
You don't have to fight.
I don't want to fight with you all day, bro. Like,
It's not. It shouldn't be UFC fight night every fucking weekend. You know what I'm saying? If you're always fighting, just trust me. It's way better when you guys don't fight every day.
Yeah, and I
It's a
think,
lot simpler.
and I think again, even though I've never had that much experience with dating, I think, you know, just growing up, if you see a lot of your environments, whether it's friends or family, and then when you see those different interactions, and I think I will always tell myself, you know what, I feel like I would like to have a partner where we're able to communicate. I think one thing, I think if let's say I'm fighting with someone, I don't know, I think I'm more of a pacifist, to be fair. Like, yeah, you know, I'll like shout a bit, but overall, I don't feel like I want to raise my voice at you, to be honest. I feel like we can just talk it out if we were to like argue about something. And I think that's
You know
one
what
thing
would
too.
happen if you raise your voice on me?
I kill the dog. She's hung up on the walls to go. Yo,
I'm
you know.
kidding.
Yeah, okay.
Before everybody freaks out. I know your brother watches this. I'm kidding.
Our brothers. But it's that, you know, I don't want to. I don't know. I feel like I don't like shouting, and I don't want to be shouting at people or be shouted at. I'm not a child, and even children should not be yelled at. You know, that's
I
kind
mean,
of fucked up.
sometimes they need to shut the fuck up.
Well, you know,
Sometimes they
yeah.
don't understand.
I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
I don't know. That's parenting.
Sometimes you gotta hit him with the
Hey,
She didn't even turn around. She's like, "What did I do? I'm sorry."
hey, stop eating those crayons.
Exactly,
You know, they go, I'm sorry.
bro. Then gonna have diarrhea, and who's gonna clean it up?
Yeah,
Exactly.
We've all done some crazy stuff, but you know, again, I feel like for sure it takes work. You know, it's not easy. You know, again, people can be raised in different environments and situations where they're not be able to be like aware of like their habits, right? It's really not an easy thing to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can, and then if people can take some time by themselves, I would say one thing being an artist, I spend so much fucking time painting. You do a lot of reflection at one point. I'm just sitting by myself a lot, you know? And then, I don't know, it makes you think for a lot of things. So
I would say to wrap up this episode.
Yeah.
In this month of February, the month of love,
Black History.
I would just tell people, just find somebody that loves you for who you are.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't try to make it complicated. Don't try to be somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
And I would say, again, not as an expert, you know, but I would say, rather than finding someone that completes you, have someone that complements what you already have, and that adds on.
I don't think it's that deep. You don't even have to. It doesn't have to be that deep.
Okay,
just
then I thought it was a good quote, man.
And then just find somebody that you like.
Yeah.
And if it works, it works.
Yeah, they
and
complement
if it doesn't work,
exactly. If you don't see vous êtes adjacent.
Yeah, but you can't be just like, oh well, I'm doing this, so to compliment me, I need to find this.
No, but you know what I mean, bro. You don't know, man. You know, so, and then in 10 years or in 5 years, you know, we'll write a book, you know, finding love in the apps, you know, Hinge. Actually, no, we can use the Hinge because I don't think we'll get sued. Binge. We'll used to call it Binge.
Are we just waiting until Hinge like goes bankrupt?
I don't think they're gonna go bankrupt. Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyways. So this was the love episode.
Love is blind.
Yeah. Love is blind. Is love blind? I mean, to be fair,
Love is blind. Sometimes you don't know who you're gonna love.
True, but if I wasn't attracted to you, it would just not
Attraction is not blind. Love is blind.
Attraction is important. Anyways, it's important to an extent. It depends to how much of an extent.
It's the most
everyone.
important thing.
But again, it can vary for different people, right? You can have someone really handsome and they kind of suck as a person. Then I'm like, the attraction's gone, right?
For sure, but you would never love somebody you don't find attractive.
Yeah, exactly. And then what is attractive is subjective to what you find attractive, to be honest.
No, because let's say, you ever seen those diagrams that were like, there's a starting point and then like kind of opens up.
Mm-hmm.
So like the first question is there pretty? Yes. And if it's no, this part of the diagram just stops there. You're not going to entertain this person. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And this is going to continue.
But yeah. So keep loving. And again, finally, when it comes to
keep
love,
loving this episode by hitting the like button, subscribe to the channel, share, and comment below if you feel like these two people look alike. I'm gonna put it on the screen, and tell me if you feel like they're looking alike or if we should look at a different model of Megan Fox, as you said. Which year?
2007.
Okay, I'll put that. Yeah. That's good.
And again, finally, when it comes to love, romantic love is not the only love that matters. There is friendship love, there's family love, and those are just as important in terms of like for support. Yeah. And because without them, so if you can have any type of love, I feel like that's all that matters. So
these three groups should stay.
I mean, I don't want to say I want to incest.
That's what I'm saying. They should say exclusive. These circles do not
merge.
In friendship love and girlfriend love.
I mean, it can be a friend
sometimes, but family love should stay.
Okay, it's getting weird. The dog's being terrifying.
Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in, and see you guys next time.
Bye.
When you were playing that record, what were you thinking?